Welcome to another Blueprint IoT video, and today we're going to take a look on how to install Node-RED on a Mac. So first of all, just Google Node-RED and hit the first result, which is nodered.org. And right here on the front page you can find the Get Started button, which will lead you to this part of the front page. And here you can choose between run locally, on a device, or in the cloud. So in the cloud would be on AWS, Microsoft Azure, or whatever cloud you're using. On a device is about a specific device like a Raspberry Pi or an Android device or any other different types of devices. But in our case, already indicated by this little laptop here, we are going to run locally. So we just hit getting started. And once more we get the offer to run it on a Raspberry Pi or install it in a Docker, but we go again for the laptop icon. Once we arrive here, we basically just have to copy this first line of code, which is installing with npm. Of course, we are offered a bunch of other options like Docker, Snap, and whatever you want to choose from. But in our case, the most easy option is using npm. So we just copy this line of code, and now we have to paste this line of code somewhere. So to do this, we go in the Launchpad menu, where we can find the terminal beside a bunch of other apps. So in case you never used the terminal, it's basically kind of a command center for your computer, where you can type down manual commands like install specific software or other requests. So in this case, we're just going to paste this line of code, hit enter, and we need our password because we are installing something. It's never showing the digits because of security. So once you entered it, just hit enter, and then you have to wait for a while Node-RED is being installed on your Mac. Meanwhile, it's worth noting that you need admin rights and not just any kind of guest login or whatever. So even now we can already see we added 292 packages. This number may be different in your case, and it's giving us the time it took, 17 seconds. So again, this could be longer or shorter depending on the kind of Mac you are. I'm currently working on a MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Apple Silicon, so I guess 17 seconds is quite good. So it's giving us a bunch of information about the install process, and at the end also a hint how to update our npm in case you want to, but right now it looks like it's working. So since we installed Node-RED, of course we want to start it. To do so, we just type node-red, hit enter, and we already see Node-RED launching. Worth noting here, as soon as you start Node-RED, your terminal shell, or this particular window we call shell, this shell is automatically turned from a normal terminal shell into the Node-RED command center. So now you cannot longer access normal stuff on your Mac via this shell. If in case you want to do, you can just hit shell, new window with Profile Basic, and now you can do other stuff like install more software, update something, whatever, and this one is still dedicated now to Node-RED. So if we check what's happening here, we can see we are welcome to Node-RED. We see a bunch of information about kind of versions we are running and so on and so forth. And most important, we see server now running at a certain IP address and starting flows, started flows. So the flows are working, Node-RED is up and running. It's called server because now our Mac is functioning as a server for Node-RED, so hosting Node-RED, and we can just go ahead and copy and paste this IP address in any browser. In this case it's Google Chrome, and we end up at Node-RED. You see I already have a flow predefined. I did in the past and it's automatically opened, but for you as a starter you can see here a little nice guide through tour of how Node-RED is working, where you can find everything, but you can also check out our other videos about Node-RED here on the channel. Actually, there's another option to access Node-RED in case you don't want to copy this IP address every time. Of course, you could add it to the bookmarks or whatever, but you could also type in localhost and the specific port, which is in this case 1880, and you end up at the same Node-RED dashboard. So this is it for today's video. Make sure to check out the other videos about how Node-RED is working, how to install it on a Raspberry Pi, how to install it on a Windows computer. So good luck with Node-RED, and thanks for watching.